Working with Easy As Reports List off the Reports menu. There are literally dozens of reports to choose from as we scroll down through here, and it can get a little confusing at times. We've got some ways that you can clear this up and make it much simpler for you to use. Let's begin by viewing a My Reports list that has not been modified and one that has. This list has several reports with different descriptions. As we scroll down, you can just take a cursory view of the different types of reports in here. But you can see where trying to find them might be a little difficult. Next, we're going to view a My Reports list that has been organized. Even though there are just a few reports in here, you can get a little idea of how easy it is to find what you're looking for. We've categorized these by client reports and office report and field reports. Of course, you can put any descriptions you'd like in them. In the next section of this movie, we're going to show you how to set this up. Start by previewing several reports one at a time. We're going to preview the first one up here to begin with. As you look over the report, consider first if you would use it, and then what reason you'd use it for, whether it be internal for your own use, or for customers, or maybe for a job superintendent, a supplier, or a subcontractor. Close the report, and if it is one that you're going to use, click on the Add to My Reports. At this point, you could change the name and maybe put a code in front, for instance 01 for let's say office type reports, and maybe 02 for job reports, 03 for customer reports, etc. At this time, you can also change the name of the report. When we click OK, it'll either take you to a list or to the customized reports if you have that functionality or feature. It comes with the advanced system, but it is an option that can be added to any level. We're just going to close it and get back to our custom report list, or our My Reports list, and you'll notice that now we have 01 and kept the same name for this report. I have added several more reports by clicking back on the standard menu, finding the report I wanted, and going through the list, the process we did just a moment ago for the first one. Now we want to group these together and maybe put header description lines in between them. We'll close or cancel and then go to the reports and custom report list, which will list those reports that we have just added into this. You'll notice the order on them is not correct. So what we're going to do is move the two by clicking on it and using the move up and down records and move it down just above the 3, and then we're going to move the 3 down and basically get them grouped together. If you want to put a separator line in, first click on one of the items, maybe above where you want the line to go, and go to Edit and copy this record. Once we have a copy in of that record, we're going to modify the description by putting a series of stars and a description. I've called this one Office Reports. Next, we'll go to the next one and do the same thing, copy this record, and modify this one. We now have office reports and field reports. Next, I'm going to put one for customer reports by clicking on one of the existing ones and going to copy this record, and then moving one of them up to the top and changing the name to client reports. Now we're going back to the list. Now you can see on My Reports we have the title headings and the reports grouped by their category. I think you'll find this really works out well.